The Raspberry Pi Pico. Raspberry Pi Foundation changed single board computing when they released the Raspberry Pi computer. Now they are ready to do the same for microcontrollers with the release of the brand new Raspberry Pi Pico. But wait, microcontrollers and single board computers, what are they? Is there any difference? Let's find out that first. Computer runs on operating system and designed to complete multiple tasks at the same time. While on the other hand, microcontrollers are different type of devices than a single board computer. They don't run on operating system. They are typically programmed to do just one task, though that task can be pretty intricate and exciting. They are perfect for experimenting with hardware and also used as brains of custom devices, machines, and inventions. Examples of single board computer are NVIDIA Jetson, Raspberry Pi, etc. And microcontrollers include our lovely Arduino, ESP8266, ESP32, STM32, and our new name in this list, the Raspberry Pi Pico. Now the question arises, when we already have a lot of microcontroller board, why we need a new one? And how is it different from Arduino? And should we consider buying it? Technology changes every day. Every year we got new and faster iPhones. The Arduino Uno R3, which most enthusiasts use, released in 2010. We are using a 11-year-old technology. The Pico is faster than Arduino as it has faster clock, more memory, more data lanes, and capable of handling two tasks at the same time using its dual cores. It can be programmed with C++ as well as MicroPython. Also, Pico comes at a cheap rate of 400 rupees only. So you should definitely buy it. In this video series, we are going to learn how to use Pico step by step. This is the first video of this series and let's see what we will learn. First of all, we will learn how to install firmware in Pico. Then we will set up our VS Code to program the Raspberry Pi Pico. Then finally, we will write a code for blinking LED. Firstly, we have to download MicroPython firmware for Pico. Open the link in the description and go to Getting Started with MicroPython and download the UF2 file. Now take a data cable, connect Pico to your computer, but before connecting, press and hold the boot cell button on Pico. When you will connect, a window will open. Copy the UF2 file which we have downloaded to this folder. And Pico will automatically get disconnected. So that means the firmware installation is done. Now we have to set up our VS Code. You may have watched my previous video on how to set up VS Code for Arduino. You can check it out from the link in the description. Today we are going to set our VS Code for Raspberry Pi Pico. Open the VS Code and go to Extensions. Search for Pico and install the Pico Go extension. Now we have to install Node.js and Python. Use links in the description and download and install Python and Node.js. Automatically, VS Code will give you advice to install Python extension. Install it also. Now our setup is done. We are ready to rock. But before that, let's hear a word from the sponsor of this video. This video is sponsored by Altium Designer. Altium is a PCB designing software. Altium provides industrial level PCB designing tools and features. You can design flexible, semi flexible, and rigid printed circuit boards. Altium Designer take PCB designing to the next level to make your product or your project small, reliable, and innovative. Try Altium free for 30 days from the link in the description of this video. Let's program the Pico. Close VS Code and make a new folder anywhere you want. Let's name it as Pico. Now create a new folder within this folder and name it as first project. Right click and click on open with code. Now VS Code will open. Now press Ctrl Shift P and search for Pico and select Configure Project. When you will click on Configure Project, a .vs Code folder will appear in the Explorer. Let's connect the Pico with cable to our computer. When we will connect our Pico to computer, you will see connected to COM port in the terminal. That means Pico is connected. Now create a file named as flash.py and write code here. The first line imports pins, then we will import time for creating delays. Now we will set up our pin as output and the built-in LED is connected to pin number 25 on Pico. Then we will create an infinite loop where we use pin.toggle to change the LED state and give delay in between. Then we will click on run to run the code. Now you will see LED starts to blink. Now we can try changing delay to change the blink timings. MicroPython is really an easy language to learn and there are a lot of libraries which we can use to program our microcontrollers. In the next tutorial, we will check out PWM pins of Pico. So that was it for this video. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.